What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Chelsea. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the signing of Liam Delap and whether I think he will be good enough for Chelsea. Spoiler, I don't think so. But listen, let me give you my thoughts before you judge me, and then we can go from there. But before I get into this video, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below whether you think he is the right move for Chelsea. I look forward to hearing all of your opinions and what you say on him. So, Chelsea are pretty much done deal with Liam Delap. 30 mil, release clause is donezo. Man City not going to use their buyback, according to Fabrizio Romano. So he's essentially a Chelsea player. Now, do I think he is right for Chelsea? No. I don't think that. And the reason I don't think that is because of I want elite ballers. Like, that there's a few out there. But two, off the top of my head, Osimhen. I want Osimhen. He's my main one I want. He wants to come Chelsea. Chelsea's want to do the wage bill because Chelsea is stupid, but they'd rather spend like 3 or 400 million on these players and giving them 150k instead of spending like 60 mil and give it to one player of like 250k. Whatever, I don't care. But listen, for me, it feels like poor mentality. Absolutely poor mentality. Like, you're buying from a club who's being relegated, and people can say, what, he got like 12 goals. Fair enough. Ipswich, no pressure on them, you know. They obviously got relegated. So people are going to say, well, he played for a bad team and he scored this many goals. But what you got to understand is, it's going to be completely different when you play for Chelsea and you go up against teams that low block you. Chelsea all season long have struggled against low block teams. So I don't think he's the guy. I think you gotta go for people like Osimhen, who one shot, one chance, one goal. Now Delap, I don't think he's that guy. And what you got to remember is, as well, for me, we're going to take this squad that we have into the Champions League next season. This squad is not good enough to be in that Champions League. I know we finished 4th and we won the Conference League or whatever, but this team is not good enough. We all laugh at Arsenal for saying, you know, they lost to PSG and all that jazz. But if we go up against that PSG side, we ain't winning either. We are not winning. And I just don't see Delap as the guy to take us to the next stage. I hope I'm proven wrong. I really do. But I don't think he is the guy. Now, there has been talks about Chelsea getting 2 strikers and he's like a backup. We shall see. I must admit that I'm not holding my breath with that sort of stuff. Just because we're being fed all this information about other strikers, which we haven't landed yet. But then we go and land this one. Just seems a bit weird. I don't know. I really don't know. Now, do I think he will get goals? Yes. I'm not going to sit here and be naive to the fact that he will score goals. He will score goals. And is he better than Jackson? Probably. So there is that improvement. However, we're going up against elite teams now. Is Delap going to be able to do this against Inter? Is he going to do this against PSG? Is he going to do this against Barca, Real Madrid, even like Liverpool, who are improving massively, getting Frimpong and almost Verts and everything like that? All these teams are strengthening, and we're buying from Ipswich. It just doesn't seem right with me. Like, Bayer Leverkusen are losing, obviously, Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid. So that club now, is going to be a selling club. So we need to go for players there. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying we go for their striker, but do you know what I mean? Like, it just seems that Delap isn't the choice, and I don't think he is the choice. I really don't. I think if this was Roman Abramovich era, would he have signed Delap? No. I don't think he does. I think Osimhen's already done last season. Do you know what I mean? So I hope we get another striker, and I hope he's a backup, because we need elite ballers now. We really do. We're going into a phase where the games are going to be much more intense. You know, Champions League midweek, and then games at the weekend. The competition's going to be stronger. It's not like we can field our second team now, really, against whoever we face in the Conference League. So maybe this is just to boast numbers. I don't know. Maybe he's the guy. Maybe he's not the guy. But for me, personally, I don't think he's the guy. I don't think he takes us to that next stage. And we have so much work to do this summer. We need... Oh, God, what do we need? Where do we start? We got the goalkeeping situation. Are we going to keep Sanchez? Is he the main guy? Or are we going to have Petrovic back? Are we going to sell Sanchez? We've got players like Fofana, who's been injured for 3 years now. Are we going to sell him? What's happening with Trev Chalobah? We're always being talks that, I think there was a rumour that they told him that he's either going to be sold or be on the bench because he's not playing. And I think we've seen in the last couple of games, especially in the league, he wasn't playing. I know he played the conference final, but there's bits like that. Reece James, what are we doing with Reece James? I guess Enzo Fernandez isn't going now, which is fine. But then we got people like Andre Santos. We got right winger like Esteval. Willian, is he coming to Chelsea, or are we gonna send him out on loan to Strasbourg? We have a massive summer ahead of us, and we've got a striker in Liam Delap. Fine. Listen, I hope I eat my words. I hope to come back to this video and be like, yeah, I'm wrong. He's not going to do the business he is going to do the business. He's banged in 30, 40 goals, and I would be the first one to come out and admit I was wrong. But I don't think he's the guy right now. I think adding more youngsters to the youngest squad doesn't do the job. We need experience. We need goal scorers. So, there's people out there like Aspilicueta, I think, is on a free. Get Aspi back. Get Rudiger back. There's people out there that we can get to help this squad to get them to the next level. So, yeah, I think buying more youngsters just isn't the answer. And I don't want to hear 3 to 4 years time would be amazing. No, that's poor mentality. 3 to 4 years gets you nothing, because it's not like every other team isn't going to improve by 3 to 4 years time. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I hope I'm proven wrong. But I can come back on here and say Delap, phenomenal striker, amazing talent. Listen, he's gonna do better than Jackson, because Jackson's inconsistent. So hopefully that means Jackson's gone. So, and I don't know. I just worry we go into Champions League and we just get absolutely spanked. Do you know what I mean? Going into Champions League and we've got Delap up front. I don't know. But I just wanted to come on here and just voice my opinion on it. As I said, if I'm wrong, perfect. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think this is a perfect signing? Am I an idiot? Am I missing something here? I don't want to hear 3 to 4 years time would be amazing, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I guess the only thing is he cost 30 million, and Todd Bowley and all that, when they walk past Stamford Bridge, just chuck that on the ground anyway. So, I don't know. I when you hear rumours that we're going for experience and then we get another youngster, it just doesn't seem right to me. Who knows? But that is my opinion. As I said, comment down below what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Give me your opinions, Chelsea fans. Let me know. But that is it for Let's Talk Chelsea today, and peace out.